Hello everybody and welcome to Sensational Women's Wrestling tonight in Kansas City, Missouri. And we're getting things started with the WWE Women's Champion, Mommy herself, Rhea Ripley. Wonder what she's out here for. I guess we'll find out soon. Because last week, she was involved in the main event match with Michin. And that certainly had an interesting ending to it. We're going to look at it from last episode here. You see Ripley after the match, and Cora Jade comes down out of nowhere and surprisingly helps Rhea Ripley take out Michin. She hits her with Jaded here, which really just planted the seed for maybe what's to talk about here tonight. Rhea looked confused at Cora coming out to help her, though. It was like, what are you doing out here? I can imagine that that's where all the confusion came from, because Rhea's, let's face it, Rhea's the kind of person who really doesn't need any help to get to the top or hang on to a title, anything like that. She doesn't need that kind of help. She's not your, bloodline Roman Reigns, not that guy. She's Rhea Ripley. She's going to do it by herself, but we'll see what she's out here for, and we'll see what she has to say. I'm sure here pretty soon.
Last week, I showed everyone why I'm the force in this division. Another night, another so-called challenge squashed. Michin, she learned that crossing the champ comes with a price. But it wasn't just about her, was it? Of course not. Someone else decided to stick their nose where it didn't belong. I'm talking about you, Cora Jade. Yeah, I know you're back there. Don't play coy now. Get out here and explain why you thought it was a good idea to make my business your business.
I want to know too, and I guess we'll figure out, because here she comes, Cora Jade herself. We're going to get an answer here, I imagine.
You want to know why I got involved, Rhea? Fine. Since I got called up from NXT, I've been struggling in and out of this ring. I've been trying to find a place to belong, to prove I'm more than just another face in the crowd. This wasn't how I thought this would go. Watching you out here, dominating, leading, owning the ring, it got me thinking, maybe there's something I can learn from you.
Wait. You're telling me you want to learn from me? What, you think I'm a teacher or something? Sweetheart, the only lessons I give come with broken bones and bruised egos.
I'm not asking for a free ride, Rhea. I'm offering to earn my spot. I know what you used to have with the Judgment Day. You thrived when you had a team behind you. Maybe you've forgotten, but I haven't.
Be very careful about bringing up the Judgment Day. That was a lifetime ago, and I don't live in the past. But you've got guts. I'll give you that. All right, you want to run with me? You want to prove yourself? Fine, but here's the deal. You don't get to just ask to be part of my world. You've got to earn it. Show me you're worth my time. Show me you've got what it takes to stand by my side and not drag me down. You mess this up, you'll regret ever stepping into my ring.
Well, there you have it. Maybe this is the start of some kind of partnership between Rhea and Cora Jade. Who knows? I guess we'll figure that out in time. We've got a good show here tonight for you, though, folks. It's gonna be a really interesting one as we get things going. Blair Davenport be making her debut as she faces Natalya. This is what's coming up next. Here comes Natalya and Shotzi.
Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Shotzi from Calgary, Alberta, Canada,
Natalya and Shotzi, they have not had the best of luck in the tag team division. They did score a win a few weeks ago over the tag team champions from the Surge, right? That was the Becky Lynch and Lita. But here comes the newest member of the Sensational Women's Wrestling roster. Been down in NXT for a little bit of time, and the higher-ups have decided it's finally time for Blair Davenport to make her debut here in Sensational Women's Wrestling.
Wellington, New Zealand, Blair Davenport.
Davenport has a great look about her, and she is one of those women who is going to give you everything she has in the ring. Extremely aggressive, and she knows what she wants, and she's gonna go take it more times than not, and she'll tell you that too. Well, I'm interested to see how her debut goes against Natalya. Natalya, one of the veterans of WWE, been around for a long time, and I think she's the perfect debut opponent for someone like Blair Davenport here, who can really test you and see what you're made of immediately. And I'm excited to really see what Davenport can do on the main roster. She's set to make her debut here tonight. It's gonna be good, man. I'm excited. Natalya and Blair Davenport. Here we go, folks. Time to get this first match of the night started. Davenport immediately jumping on to Natalya with ease here. And this is what we expected of Blair. Extremely aggressive. But you see Natty quick to counter and not give her opponent any breathing room as well. Giving it right back. Giving as well as she gets here. Lock up here. Into the corner goes Blair. And Natalya with the big clothesline in the corner. Natalya, German suplex. Big German from Natty is now Natalya giving chase to Blair. She tries to get some breathing room, rolling out of the ring here. Ref beginning her count here, and underhook suit. No, oh, very nice counter from Davenport right there, turning what would have been a dangerous situation for her into her benefit there. She gets back in control offensively. Oh, and enziguri from Davenport right there. One arm DDT. Oh, into an arm lock too. Very nice. Oh my goodness. And as we talked about, not giving her opponent any room. And now the cover here from Davenport. One. No. Too early. Too early, says Natty. You're not going to get the best out of me just yet. Make you work a little more. And there it is. Vintage Natalya there. Firing herself up as well. And getting the crowd into it in the process. But maybe it took too long. Because Blair having none of it. Responding with the German suplex after the quick strikes. Look at the disrespectful kicks there from Blair Davenport. Not letting her have anything here. And into the corner again. Had to keep it under pressure. Into a cover. One. Oh, just a one count there. We trade one counts here. As we're, I'll say, midway through this one, I imagine here. Now into the ropes there. Natty stopped just before the ropes, which may have caused a problem, but no! Blair said, nope, I'm good. And here we go as Blair's calling for the end here, looks like. Oh! Oh! Big knee to the face of Natty. 1, 2, 3. Blair Davenport picks up the win. Impressive showing from Blair Davenport in her debut, winning against Natty. Welcome to the Sensational Women's Wrestling roster, Blair Davenport.
Blair Davenport, right? I saw what you did out there to Natalya. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You were brutal, ruthless. You've got that edge, that spark I like to see around here.
Thanks, but I don't need anyone's approval. Least of all yours.
Oh, I like you already. You've got fire. But here's the thing. around here, being good, even great, isn't enough. You want to truly take yourself to the next level? You want to stand out on a roster where everyone's gunning for my title? You might want to keep me in mind. You see, I'm at the top for a reason. I know what it takes to make this place revolve around me. I can tell you've got potential, but potential doesn't mean a thing if you don't know how to use it.
You think I need you to show me the ropes? Cute, but I'm just fine on my own. What you saw out there tonight, that's just the beginning.
You've got attitude, I'll give you that, but don't forget who you're talking to. You're standing in front of the WWE Women's Champion. Show some respect.
Oh, respect?
Respect?
Whoa, wait a second.
I don't need to bow down to anyone. Not her, and definitely not you. If I want something, I'll take it.
Easy, ladies. Blair, I'm not asking you to bow down. I'm just saying, if you ever decide you want to stop swimming in the shallow end and step into the deep waters, you know where to find me.
I'll keep that in mind.
You see Rhea Ripley maybe trying to get in the head of Blair and recruit her, maybe. Well, let's take back to episode 3. Jacy Jayne and Gigi Dolan, former tag team members, Toxic Attraction. Jacy trying to reconcile with Gigi since she came to the roster, and Gigi saying no, walking away. Maybe that's...
Please welcome my guest at this time, Gigi Dolan. Gigi, it's been quite the roller coaster for you recently. Your former tag partner, Jacy Jayne, seems determined to keep herself involved in your business, even going so far as to try and cost you your match against Carmella last week. Can you share your thoughts on where things stand between you two?
Where things stand, Kathy? They're right where I left them. Jacy and I, we're done. We've gone our separate ways after Toxic Attraction, and I thought that was it. I thought we could move on, focus on our own paths. But apparently, Jacy just can't let go. You know, back in the day, Jacy and I were unstoppable. We were NXT Women's Tag Team Champions at one point. But then she showed me her true colors, the betrayal, the cheap shots, the games. It all made me realize something. She only cares about one person, herself, and I'm done wasting my energy on someone who doesn't deserve it. Jacy clearly doesn't feel the same. She wants to keep dragging me back into her chaos, trying to mess with my matches, trying to get under my skin. Last week was just another example of that. She thought she could rattle me by interfering in my match with Carmella. But newsflash, she failed. If she wants to keep this up, fine. I've got no problem beating some sense into her. Maybe it's the only way to get through to her. But let me make one thing crystal clear. I'm not the same person she used to know. I'm not the lost girl she can manipulate anymore. I've fought too hard to let someone like her pull me back down. And as for last week, Jacy, you should have known better. Two can play at that game. If you want to keep poking the bear, you're going to find out just how dangerous I can be when I've had enough.
Strong words there from Gigi Dolan to Jacy Jayne. And speaking of Jacy, you see her right now. She's got herself a match here. Haven't seen her in a match since she lost to Roxanne Perez back in episode 4. And then last week again. I'm going to cut off Samantha Urban here.
From Tampa, Florida, Jacy Jayne.
Thank you, Samantha Urban, as always. You're a gem. But yeah, like I was saying, Jacy Jayne, we saw her back in episode 4 in a match. She lost to Roxanne Perez, but last week, like Gigi Dolan said, and like Kathy Cat was saying in the interview back there, Jacy Jayne got involved in Gigi's match against Carmella. Now, it didn't end up mattering too much because Gigi ended up winning anyway, but the fact that she got involved clearly has Gigi Dolan feeling some kind of way, and I don't blame her. I'd be like that too. But Jacy's opponent tonight is someone who has a lot of potential but hasn't really found their footing yet on the roster. She had an opportunity to qualify for the Women's Intercontinental Ladder match back at Backlash. Wasn't able to do it successfully, but that clearly says what the top brass thinks of her. It's Xia Li. Her entrance is, in my opinion, one of the coolest here. One of the coolest entrances you'll see here in Sensational Women's Wrestling. The effects from the lightning and all that, it looks so cool. But the presentation is there, for sure, in my opinion. Wrestling skill-wise, I think she's also very talented. But like I said, hasn't quite found her footing like she would have hoped. But this is a new era. We have seen multiple women, Piper Niven, Tamina comes to mind as well. Two of them who've really found their roles here, found their footing in the new era here of Sensational Women's Wrestling. Can Gigi Dolan, JC Jane, or Xia Li find their footing as well? We'll see. And right here, quick start from JC Jane with the DDT. And then the body drop onto Xia Li there. Again, JC Jane, Gigi Dolan, former members of Toxic Attraction, the former NXT Tag Team Champions. We thought we'd see them tag together when they were called up to the main roster here, when it was first revealed that the brand was going to be switching to an all-women's only brand here. They were going to get their own show finally. Instead, that didn't happen. As you see Xia quickly going for a cover here. Just the 1 count there. Not able to put this one away just yet, but it's still early in this one. And Xia, still enziguri. Hear that hard kick, and now JC giving her a punch right back, and now going to the cover. Just a no count there, not even 1. And now here we go, trading blows back and forth. Love to see it. Not giving up are these women. JC, JC and Gigi, those two, man, they have a lot of history together, and these two are trading bros. Xia Li, JC Jane still trading here, back and forth. Where will it stop? Nobody knows here. Not even these two, apparently, as they are still going back and forth. And there we go. Big punches into each other. The stalemate's finally here. Shrug it off, and now Lee trying to fire herself up here. There it is. Got herself all fired up and ready to go. And coming up next, folks, we will see the baddest women alive taking on the Spitfire Warriors in tag team action. Huge kick to the lower back of Jane and covered by Lee. 1, 2. No. Almost put her away though there with that one. And now Lee looking to end it here. Oh, big kick. There it is. This might be over. Cover. 1, 2. No. Somehow JC Jane survives the big kick from Xia Li, and she's still in this one, folks. And now JC Jane, a little natural selection, shades of Charlotte Flair there. 1, 2, no. JC Jane paying homage to Charlotte Flair there, perhaps. Haven't seen her in a while. And there's a big pump kick from JC Jane. That might put this one away. 1, 2, 3. JC Jane picks up a win after losing to Roxanne Perez back in episode 4. And now it looks like she might not be done here. Where's she going? Oh, boy. That's a chair, and she's looking to use it on Xia Li to add some insult to injury. Wait a minute. That's Gigi Dolan. She said she'd get involved, and here she is, saving Xia Li from potential disaster there and making her presence known.
All right, ladies, let's talk business. First off, let's not forget who's back in the win column. That's right. Me, after beating Liv Morgan 2 weeks ago. Boom. It's not just about me, though. It's about us. Damage control. Because let's face it, when we're on, we run this place. Io, you were incredible at Backlash. That fatal 4-way ladder match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. You went out there and showed the world why you're one of the most dangerous competitors on this entire roster. So what if you didn't win? You made them sweat, and trust me, they won't forget that anytime soon.
That's true.
Yeah, Io, you were awesome. You were so close to grabbing that title. It's just a matter of time before the bird is
Exactly. And speaking of gold, I've got some big news. I talked to Stacy Keebler, and next week you two have a tag team match against Becky Lynch and Lita. This is your chance to prove to everyone that Damage Control still runs the show. If you take them down, you'll put us right back on the map. And trust me, I know you've got what it takes to do it.
That's huge, Bailey, but are we ready for this? Me and Io haven't tagged together in over a month.
That's why this is perfect. Think about it. You two go out there next week and take down the champs. Given their current situation, Damage Control is back on the map. This is our shot to remind everyone why we're the most dangerous trio in this company. But that's not all. Tonight, I'm going to keep this momentum going. I'm taking on Asuka in the main event. Yeah, she's going after Rhea Ripley's WWE Women's Championship. But let's not forget, she just lost to Trish Stratus recently. Plus, she's still nursing that bum leg, and she's not at 100%. If anyone knows how to exploit a weakness, it's me. When I win, it's going to send a message to the entire roster. Damage Control is on our way back, stronger than ever and ready to take over. No more doubters, no more critics. I believe in you two. You've got the talent, the drive, and the chemistry. Together, we're unstoppable. So next week, go out there and show Becky and Lita exactly what we're all about. And tonight, I'll handle business with Asuka.
If you've been enjoying the episode so far, do me a favor, leave a like on the video and a comment. I'd really appreciate it.
Is a tag match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, the Bad Girls.
Here they are, the baddest women alive, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, the #1 contenders for Becky Lynch and Lita's Ass Kickers Tag Team Championships. We'll see those two face off at Capital Punishment in about 2 episodes here. But right now, tonight, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler looking to continue their run and continue to get themselves in good shape for the Tag Team Championship match at Capital Punishment. As we've seen, the Ass Kickers have a bit of trouble here lately. They lost last episode to Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. And tonight, good opponents here.
Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, the Spitfire Warriors, as they're affectionately known. This is a team that brings high energy to the ring. See it here, getting the crowd fired up as they feed off the crowd big time. And they definitely, in my opinion, have tag team championship potential. But right now, unfortunately for them, they're in the crosshairs of the baddest women alive, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, who don't mess around and are single champions in their own right. So if you take that, you combine that skill together, and their background as MMA wrestlers, Ronda Rousey, UFC champion, all that stuff. You bring all that to the wrestling ring, and oh boy, it's rough. And you see Rousey here, uppercuts immediately to Kaden Carter starting the match, or Katana Chance starting the match rather, for the Spitfire Warriors. Carter and Baszler, the illegal women, I guess we'll say, to start the tag team match. And there's the tag to Kaden Carter, and ooh, big punch to the gut there. Rousey. And now Rousey fighting out, escaping. Rousey is one of the more dangerous strikers and wrestlers in the division, in the tag team division, on the entire roster even. As you got quick tags here from Spitfire Warriors, you love to see it. Look at this, the quick offense. Man, this is what makes them so dangerous though. They will hit you very quickly with these attacks, and it makes it difficult to know where the offense is coming from at any point in time. You never know, but the danger here from the other side is Rousey and Baszler are more methodical, slow-paced, and at some points aggressive to a point where it's uncomfortable, we'll say. Because they can do things and bend body parts in directions that they have no business bending. Baszler, prime example, that's just recover here. 2, no. And we've seen Baszler do it multiple times throughout her time so far here in WWE. You've seen her use her ability to, like I said, bend body parts in directions they have no business bending to, and it can get uncomfortable. And now Katana Chance making the baddest woman alive uncomfortable here, as it's a 1, 2, no, not even 2, just a 1 count. But it's looking like a good back and forth contest here to start this one out, as we've got the Spitfire Warriors trying to take a little bit of that control back here. Dig in the heel and the knee into the face there of Baszler. Now Chance going outside, checking back into the ring here. Spitfire Warriors, relatively new to the main roster here as well. Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey have been tagging for a little bit of time, but they know how dangerous they can be together. Haven't captured the gold just yet, but like I said, they have a chance to do so in 2 weeks' time, 2 episodes' time, when they face Becky Lynch and Lita, last kickers for their WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And again, we saw the issues and miscommunication that those two had just last episode when they faced off against Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. Issues with tagging in and out, hitting each other in opportune times, and it all kind of started with Trish Stratus. This goes back and it's multi-layered, and there'll be a time and a place to really tell that story, but that is something where that could be a problem for them down the road. But right now, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance are giving the baddest women alive problems here. You saw Rousey calling for a tag, but Shayna is in a rough spot and can't even get the space to get a tag off. As Kaden Carter, springboard, knee drop into the cover. 1, and look at Rousey getting in the ring, breaking it up and saving the match there, or at least keeping it a little longer. Oh boy. Oh, big powerbomb from Baszler, and now she finally gets the tag to a fresher Rousey. And look at the arm drag immediately coming in and taking Carter down. Sends her to the corner. And that's not where you want to be. In any fight, you don't want to be in the corner. It's bad news right now for Kaden Carter. He's trapped in there with Ronda Rousey. Now they're making quick tags. And there's a hot tag to Katana Chance. Chance coming in, but Baszler knocking her down and snuffing out the fire quickly. Oh boy. That's oh, fighting out of it is Kaden Carter. Nicely done. And into the cover. 1, 2. Ooh. Trying to spoil the momentum, perhaps, of the #1 contenders. Sweep kick in the corner, sweeping the leg there, and causing Shayna to fall out of the corner. I'm liking the quick tags and the effort to get each other involved here early in this match as we get, I'd say, midway through here. This has been a very competitive tag team match as expected. Both these teams are very good, very talented, and in their own right. And now Chance going to the top, looking to take a chance and fly, but no, you see Shayna crawling away and getting the tag to Rousey. But Rousey not able to take advantage of said hot tag, as Chance takes down Baszler. She has to just escape out of the ring here and catch a breather. But this gives Spitfire Warriors a prime chance to do some serious damage to Rousey. And you see Shayna back on the tag ropes here. Back and forth we go here. Neither team really having an advantage here, and that's what we expected. And wait a second, uh-oh. Piper's Pit! Piper's Pit out of nowhere! It's just that quick for Rousey. One! Ooh, only a 1 count though. Well, maybe we'd see the end of the match right there, but not quite yet. Rousey trying to maybe go for that arm lock and put this one away, perhaps, but not seeing it here. Instead of cover, 1 count. But look, that's what you want to do, though. Get your opponent to use up any energy that they have left by kicking out of pins, even if it is just a 1 count. Oh my goodness, look at that. Katana from Caden Carter right there. Oh boy, look at that leg lock. And Baszler coming in to break it up. That could have been dangerous for Rousey. Instead, Carter coming in, making a save, and now Rousey trying to get things back in control for the baddest women alive here. And you see the double team there into the corner. Whipping her into the corner, and Baszler getting a little sneak attack in there. And there's a hot tag to Baszler. Baszler coming in. And oh, jumping knee strike. Causing Carter rather to roll out of the ring. It's similar last name conventions here. Carter and Chance. I always seem to get that confused here, mixed up here in my head, but it's fine. We work it out, right? We work it out. Anyway, we can. We get through it, right? Power through. It don't matter. Counts at 3 now, and you see Baszler. She can do some serious damage out here if she really wants to. Instead, just throwing Caden Carter around the outside of the ring. Now see, look, here's what I'm talking about. Stomping on the hand of Carter, and Baszler getting back in the ring. They'll take a count out win, no problem. Refs count is at 9 here. I'm gonna get back in, and Baszler did make the tag to Rousey. Rousey now legal. Oh, big STO. But Carter able to kick away Rousey. And in the arm here. And oh, where's she taking her? Top rope. Hey! Caden Carter moving a little slow out there. Taking a lot of damage in the last few minutes. And now getting a tag into Katana. Chance gets wrecked with a jumping knee strike. But Chance gives it right back to her. There's another tag. Carter's going to come back in here. Oh! Like that move right there. Like that. And now oh, look at these two. Baszler and Carter still having issues from their earlier interaction here. Still focused on Baszler, and you see it there. Carter deciding to take out Baszler, and coming up next, we're going to see Tamina and Piper Niven square off. Both women on hot streaks here. And Piper having issues with Alexa Bliss, while Tamina involved with the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Zelina Vega, as they're going to eventually meet at Capital Punishment for Vega's Women's Intercontinental Championship for her first title defense, actually. As it counts at 7 here. Jessica Carr trying to keep this one under control here. And now Rousey trying to give it back. And now taking Chance off the tag rope here. Now this is the time for Rousey and Baszler to really do damage. And look at this. That's what I was talking about earlier. doing things to put bodies in position where they normally shouldn't be. And look, here it is again, a prime example. Rousey wrapping Carter's arm around the roll. And oh, Jessica Carr is down. Kaden Carter is down. And now you could really do some serious damage here. If you're the baddest woman alive, really take it to him now. We'll see. We'll see. Look. The tags back and forth. Did the elbow drop on the back? Getting it rolling now is. I know they'll have to call a ref getting back up, but you see Jessica Carr starting to stir and eventually back to her feet here. Luckily, no disqualification was called there, as it just looked like a clear case of being in the wrong place, wrong time. Too close to the action there was Jessica Carr. Unfortunately, she paid the price for it. Now Rousey bashing the head of Carter off the ropes, but Carter has enough of it and gives one right back to Rousey. Oh, and a jumping neck breaker. And Rousey wisely rolling out of the ring, not going to let Carter take advantage of the situation here. And I guess she does in a way, because she eliminated Shayna Baszler from the picture for just a minute here. But Rousey now in control. Oh my goodness! Took her down there, and now into the corner. Big super kick in the corner from Kaden Carter. Now tagging in Chance. Chance coming back in. She's looking, begging for Rousey to get back to her feet. That's what she wished for, perhaps. Saw the rolling kick there. Didn't connect with all of it there. And oh, paying for it there. One. Just a one count, but absolutely paying for it dearly. Just got the wind knocked out of her there. And now Rousey, another Piper's Pit. Another Piper's Pit. Crawling. Trying to get into a cover here. But I think Rousey sees where Katana is near the ropes and wisely decides not to go for the cover there. Instead, you see that judo arm drag from Rousey. Now Rousey getting herself fired up. She is ready to go, and you see Kaden Carter getting tagged back in. She got the hot tag and taking her down. We had leg lock here again. Yep, there it is. Locked in again. But Rousey able to escape, though. How much damage, though, was done to that knee, that leg. You've seen that twice now on Rousey in this match. But Rousey doing the same thing, working the arm of both opponents here. You know, she has that submission in her bag that she likes to use to put people away. And we know Baszler also has very similar attack to put people away. And with now, you saw kind of Chance out of the picture. Now what will Baszler and Rousey do? Instead, it's Carter now taking advantage. Oh! Oh my goodness. See Rousey quickly getting in the ring, trying to save one. Just a one count. That could have been dangerous for Baszler, but wait a second. Here we go once again. Now Rousey isn't legal. None of this matters. Rousey's not the legal woman in the match. It's Shayna Baszler. And Baszler now needs to be careful here. Carter in the ring with both women, but Baszler giving the kicks right back to Carter. A hard fight continuing in this one. What a tag team contest this has been, folks. Been a long match here, but it's been worth every second of it. Spitfire Warriors, baddest women alive, going at each other. Again, baddest women alive, #1 contenders for the Women's Tag Team Championships. They'll be facing Becky Lynch and Lita at Capital Punishment. Big win here for Spitfire Warriors, though, could damage their momentum heading into the match. And we know that they don't want that to happen. They love to do it if it's Spitfire Warriors, but if you're Rousey and Baszler, you don't want any of that. No mishaps heading into that. That's a big opportunity for them. With the issues we've seen over the past few weeks. So it started last week, really. And hang on, I was going to hold my thought here. Off the rope! Middle rope. Man, what a suplex that was. On the middle rope there, and you hear the fans. This is awesome indeed. This is awesome indeed. And now rolling into a cover here. One. No. Only one count still. This deep into a match. Man. And that just shows what kind of heart Kaden Carter and Katana Chance have. And here's Rousey entering back into the match now for the tag. Now Rousey, she's coming in looking to end this one immediately. There's a judo throw into the arm lock. There it is. And there it is, tap out. She tapped. Could not hold out long enough. And the baddest women alive win this one and get some huge momentum as we get closer to their tag team match against Becky Lynch and Lita at Capital Punishment. Exactly what they needed right there. Big win for those two tonight.
Let me remind you all of something you seem to have forgotten. Who I am. I'm Trish Stratus, the woman who redefined women's wrestling. 7-time women's champion, Hall of Famer. And just last week, I stepped into the ring and did what very few have been able to do. I beat Asuka. Asuka, one of the most dominant competitors in WWE today, fell at my feet. But somehow, people are still surprised. Like they didn't see this coming. Really? Do I need to spell it out for you? Everything I've done in this business, everything I continue to do proves one thing. I'm the greatest of all time. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Remember a month ago, that little mystery attack on Lita? Oh, come on. Who else could it have been? Of course it was me. And honestly, you should all be thanking me. I didn't just take out Lita. I started the downfall of the last kickers. What you're seeing now, Becky and Lita struggling to hold on to their relevance and their tag team titles, that's because of me. Everything I do, everything I've always done has been about making this business better. And if that means stepping on a few toes, knocking a few egos down a peg, then so be it. You're welcome. Now that brings me to Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, huh? Strong est, fast est, great est, we get it. You like adjectives. Bianca, you may call yourself the EST, but I'm the GOAT. And if you want to prove otherwise, then why don't you step into my ring? I've seen you shine, Bianca, but there's a difference between being the best today and being the best ever. And if you've got the guts to find out what that difference looks like, I'll be waiting.
Well, all right then. Trish Stratus calling out
Piper, hey, got a minute?
Of course, what's up?
I know you've got Tamina out there tonight, and I don't need to tell you how dangerous she can be. You've been on fire lately, but I've been around Tamina long enough to know she doesn't fight fair. And after what happened last week during your interview with Alexa, well, let's just say I've got a feeling Tamina might not be out there alone tonight.
I hear you, Zelina, and believe me, I'm ready for whatever Tamina or Alexa throws at me. I don't fear either of them, but what are you getting at?
Look, I know you don't need my help. You're more than capable of handling Tamina, but this isn't just about your match tonight. This is about the bigger picture. You, me, Tamina, Alexa, we're all circling the same thing. My WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
I respect that, Zelina. You've got a target on your back now, and Tamina's got her eyes on your title. But I'm not afraid of Tamina, and I'm definitely not afraid of Alexa. If they want a fight, they'll get one, with or without backup. If you want to be out there, I won't stop you. But just know, I don't plan on needing any help to put Tamina down tonight.
Well, we'll see. Looks like we'll see some help in this one. As you see Tamina making her way down to the ring, and as expected, there's Alexa Bliss backing up Tamina.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Pacific Islands,
Tamina herself has been on a roll lately as well, ever since coming into Sensational Women's Wrestling and the restart, we'll say, of things here. Been an impressive run for her. But you know what's been equally as impressive? Piper Niven. Since starting.
From Ayrshire, Scotland, Piper Niven!
Since starting on Sensational Women's Wrestling, she has not lost a match. She's 3-0 after starting on the new brand here. So far, she has taken out Nikki Cross last episode, Emma, and Cora Jade. So Piper has really embraced this new reset that we've had here in Sensational Women's Wrestling. And she's looking to prove that she is capable of holding a single championship. If she wants that Women's Intercontinental Championship, we'll see if she gets it. But she's going to have to go through Tamina tonight, potentially Alexa Bliss in the future, and at least if Vega holds on to her championship against Tamina, she'll have to go against Vega as well. This is going to be a hard-hitting match. I just have a good feeling about this one. Really good feeling about this one. These two are not going to back down from anything. And we know that, of course, nobody's meaner than Tamina. And I'm sure we'll see that here on display tonight. We've seen it throughout the course of Tamina's time coming up again since the reset here in Sensational Women's Wrestling. So I'm expecting nothing short of a brutal contest here between these two. And again, there is the hard-hitting nature of this match is going to be something that could surprise a lot of people. But I think if you've been paying attention over the last few episodes, really since the show's inception, might not surprise you one bit. Because again, this is what we expect from these two. And there's a big Samoan backdrop from Tamina there. Tamina, part of the long history of Samoan wrestlers. Oh my goodness! Piper spinning in the air like that? You don't see that very often from anybody. And of course, Tamina able to make you do crazy things like that. Oh man, had her spinning like a top in the air. That is insane. The height and torque on that Beal. Jeez. Well, like I was saying, Tamina Snuka, daughter of the legendary Jimmy Superfly Snuka. So she's no stranger to having a legacy in this business, and there's a quick cover, but only a 1 count for Niven. Niven also a tremendous wrestler in her own right, though. It's all around the world, multiple promotions before getting to WWE here, and has gone through a few changes name-wise, that kind of stuff. When she came here, she was Dewdrop at first, and now is reclaimed Piper Niven. That's a big backdrop from Tamina on the apron, the hardest part of the ring, some will say. Hardest part of the ring there is not having any give on it, and the floor out here also. I could give, and there's Tamina. Hard clothesline. Taking it to Niven here on the outside. Counted 5 here. Ref has to try to get things under control, and I'm sure Tamina will have to put a count-out victory here. Piper, though, fighting back, not wanting to end this one by count-out. Ref's counting at 8. Got to get back in. Piper's in first. Tamina, not in any rush, though. The count is 9, and she gets back in at 9, but boy, almost close. And our main event, Asuka taking on Bayley of Damage Control. We heard Asuka earlier, and I think Alexa just removed the turnbuckle pad for Tamina there. Anyway, I heard Bayley rather earlier in the show talk about how she has a match against Asuka tonight, and Bayley is looking to continue to help Damage Control rise the way back to the top. They had some success, but maybe not the success that they would have really hoped for once they got together. So they're still trying to find their way and get back to that dominance that they once had at one point. Piper trying for a clothesline, but Tamina ducks out of the way, and it's a big kick out to the face and nose of Niven. Oh, and another one. My goodness. Piper Niven looks like she's in danger here of having her undefeated streak ended by Tamina. Tamina, she's, man, no stranger to surprising people, clearly. Because, I'll be honest, this is not what I was expecting from Tamina. Coming into Sensational Women's Wrestling. Counts at 9, ladies. Referee trying to get him back in the ring. Tamina slides back in. Piper also just in the nick of time. I believe if the ref was backing up and getting ready to move those fingers to 10. Luckily for both ladies, able to get back in the ring, though, and avoid a draw. I'm sure neither would have been happy about that. But regardless, no draw here. We'll have a winner, I'd imagine, at some point. Who it's going to be is anybody's guess. But this match has been another really back and forth one. Piper, oh, Tamina fighting out of it. Elbows to the face. And now throwing Piper around again. The strength of Tamina is absolutely impressive. And a big headbutt from Tamina. Slamming that knee down as well. Tamina going up top, but no, Piper able to knock her down and take advantage of it. Now Piper to fly. Big splash onto Tamina as these two battle outside the ring again, and now Piper grabbing Tamina by the hair and saying, I can give it back to you as well. Throw me around, I'll throw you around too. And now Piper, you see Alexa backing off there, not wanting to get herself involved too much, looks like. Being a smart manager perhaps, but you saw her pay dividends early. You see the kendo stick out here, you see the turnbuckle pad removed, and now the refs count at 9, and now Alexa getting involved, trying to keep Piper out of the ring instead throwing her back in the ring at the count of 9. But Tamina taking advantage of it, though. Numbers game coming into play here. And look, if Piper does indeed end up losing this match, I can bet you that she won't be happy about it because of Alexa in a way. Her being out here, her presence, her getting involved multiple points in this match. And it's another big headbutt from Tamina. You can imagine probably none too thrilled about it if that were to be the case. Right now, though, Piper looking like she's in a bit of danger here, as Tamina has her all to herself in the middle of the ring, laying in stomps and slamming the head of Piper onto the mat multiple times. And now, there you go. Oh no! Went for the big drop, but didn't quite get it. And now, here we go. Trading strikes, back and forth, chops, blocks, punches. Here we go. Oh, man. Love to see it back and forth. The intensity of this match. And there's a big uppercut that sends Tamina to the top rope. She's going to fly on to Piper with a splash. Cover. 1, 2, No! Almost, though. Almost put that one away. Did Tamina as the crowd gives us a chance of women's wrestling. And oh! Tamina got hit in the corner in the exposed steel. Now a big face buster like move there. 1, 2, no! Piper not able to win this one yet either. Now Niven looking to put this one away. Trying to go for the Viper Bomb perhaps, but no, Tamina counters into super kick instead. And now back to the top rope, looking for that splash again. The splash connects! Second time the charm perhaps. 1, 2, yes it is. What a finish to this one. Tamina gets the win and moves Piper to 3-1. Big win for Tamina. Looking forward to
Stacy, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I wanted to ask about Charlotte Flair. We haven't seen her in weeks following her loss to Asuka at Backlash, and the last time I spoke with her, she mentioned it might be time to regroup and rethink. Can you give us any updates on her whereabouts?
Honestly, Kathy, I wish I had more to tell you. I've reached out to Charlotte several times since then, but I haven't heard a word from her. She hasn't responded to my calls or texts. So, right now, I truly don't know where she is or what her next move might be.
That's certainly concerning. But as the general manager, what's your perspective on her time away?
Look, Charlotte is one of the most accomplished superstars this industry has ever seen. She's a multi-time champion, a trailblazer, and someone who knows how to command attention in and out of the ring. I know her confidence and attitude can rub people the wrong way sometimes, but that doesn't take away from what she's brought to this roster. I respect her decision to step back if that's what she needs, but I also hope she returns soon because, love her or hate her, Charlotte is a valuable part of sensational women's wrestling. We're better with her here.
Thank you for the update, Stacy. Hopefully we'll hear from her soon.
Haven't seen Charlotte in quite some time, but it's time for the main event. And wait a second! Cora Jade getting involved, taking Asuka down, slamming her into the steel steps, and now the referee trying to regain control of this one. Match hasn't even started yet, and already Asuka dealing with the leg injury and now dealing with this adversity to start this one out against Bayley. If you recall earlier in the episode, Rhea said to Cora, "You'll have to prove it to me. You'll have to prove that you belong to be able to hang with me." And maybe that was Cora's way of trying to do it right there. Thinking that maybe if she causes some extra damage to Asuka and causing her to lose the match tonight against Bayley, that will give Rhea the opening to say, "Hey, you did it. Good job." And go from there. But right now, Asuka already dealing with some adversity here. She also took a loss to Trish Stratus a few episodes ago, where that was in the match where she actually hurt her knee and her leg, actually. So you gotta think that she's not at 100% coming into this one. And now look at Bayley taking Asuka down. We know Asuka has a penchant for submissions and being a dangerous striker here in WWE. Oh, big DDT on the outside. Almost near that steel of the edge of the ramp there. It's almost dangerous for Asuka's face there, but I mean, I guess that's really dangerous in its own right, but right now, Asuka not looking like she's in good shape here as Bayley has all of the momentum here offensively. Oh, I spoke too soon. The old broadcaster's curse strikes again as finally Asuka looking like she has some life in this one. As here we go. Asuka, big powerbomb alley-oop slam out of the corner. Asuka looking to rebound Again, after losing to Trish Stratus 2 episodes ago, dealing with that injury to her knee, her leg, and a kick out there, 1. And don't forget, folks, Asuka is the #1 contender. She will be challenging Rhea Ripley for her WWE Women's Championship at Capital Punishment. Oh my goodness. Big shot from Asuka, causing Bayley to fall out of the ring, hit the apron on her way down too. So that's a double whammy of damage right there to the role model, as she calls herself these days. Started off as a hugger, not hugging anymore, hadn't been hugging in quite a long time actually. Has been doing that in quite a long time. And here we go. Breast counts at 5 here. And Bayley to get back in the ring, and she does so. Now has some words for Asuka, mouthing off to her there. She's down on the floor on the outside. Ref begging for Asuka to get back in the ring here. She does so. Gets behind Bayley, as Bayley was taking a minute to be full of herself, and you know that causes trouble for anyone. Strikes from Bayley. Oh, big move there from Bayley. And then Asuka to the mat. Staying on her, what you have to do, and there's a big DDT from Bayley. And now here she goes to the top rope. Elbow drop, elbow splash. Elbow drop, there it is! Elbow drop connects, 1, 2, no! Thought it was over right there. We've seen Bayley set up the elbow drop into the Rose Plant, perhaps. Looking for it. Rose Plant connects. Could Asuka lose her second match in a row? 1, 2, no! So close. Bayley was so close to putting Asuka away. And we know Asuka is extremely tough, and she is not going to make it easy on you, and that's example why right there. Look at her, firing herself up after the big move there. Now, triangle choke, armbar locked in there, but Bayley powering out with the power bomb. Oh my goodness, that was almost dangerous for Bayley, but luckily she averted disaster. Asuka fighting back here. Off the ropes, into a belly to belly. No, Bayley with the counter. Asuka looking for belly to belly, but Bayley countered. Arm drag from Bayley. And the strikes from Bayley, continuing to roll here, is the role model. And Asuka, once again, not looking good here. Into the corner. Ooh, shoulder tackle into the corner, but Asuka kicking Bayley away. Now Asuka, big drop kick in the corner on Bayley. But Bayley continuing to not let Asuka really get anything going here. But just again, spoke too soon. Over here to our announce table. Near the table anyway. Doesn't have him to our table yet, thank goodness. Oh, off the apron goes Bayley's face. And that's going to hurt. We're feeling that one in the morning. And now Asuka jawing to Bayley as she's down. Asuka gaining her confidence back, looks like, in this one. Was looking a little rough for her earlier. Looks like she's back in this one, and there's the arm snap. That is going to cause problems for Bayley in this one. Asuka continues to do things like that to her arm. Because again, we know Asuka has put multiple people away with their patented Asuka lock. And there's the hip attack from Asuka. Here it comes. Boom! Hip attack into the cover. Asuka for the win. 2. No. Not just yet. But now, Asuka smartly dragging Bayley away from the ropes. Veteran move from Asuka. She's been around a while as well. Anyone knows what she's doing is her, but there's a Bayley to belly out of nowhere. Cover. 1, 2. No. Asuka still in this one. Oh my goodness. Rose plants. Here's another one perhaps. Yes. A second rose plant from Bayley to win. 1, 2. No. Not 3. 2.999. Oh my goodness. What a match this has been. What a main event this has been. Asuka taking everything from Bayley that Bayley could possibly give her. Bayley continuing to jaw at Asuka all throughout this one as well, especially near the end here. These last few moments here. Oh, wait a second. Asuka on the outside has an arm locked in from Bayley. You can't get a tap out submission outside of the ring. You can't win it out there, Asuka. You sure can do big damage though, and we know, we can imagine anyway. Asuka did some right there, that arm of Bayley. And now Bayley continuing to get the crowd to not be on her side, not these days anymore. Haven't had the crowd on her side for quite a while, really, since she formed Damage Control, and Damage Control's been doing their thing. Again, they're looking to recapture some of their momentum that they have lost over the last year, heading into WrestleMania, and now coming out of WrestleMania into this new era here of Sensational Women's Wrestling, trying to get back to that dominant Damage Control we've seen in the past. And Bayley right now doing a good job of keeping that intact here, perhaps. Trying to anyway. Now Asuka kicking Bayley away. Asuka now trying to keep the pressure on, and there's the armbar. Armbar there. Bayley's in trouble, and Bayley taps. Bayley taps out. That is it. Asuka gets the win over Bayley in the main event. And wait a second. Asuka, you might want to turn around. There's company in the ring. Cora Jade and Rhea Ripley in the ring here. Cora Jade attacking Asuka, taking her down at the knee. We know that leg of Asuka's bad as Cora Jade gets Asuka, but now Asuka fighting back, taking it to Cora Jade and sending her out of the ring. See you later, says Asuka. Now look who's in the ring. It's just Rhea and Asuka. Asuka kick. Rhea give it right back. Strike from Asuka. Back and forth. Rhea gives it back to her. Now wait a second. Asuka locked the Ripley. Asuka locked the Ripley. If this happens on the Cover Punishment, Asuka will be champion. But look at Cora quickly getting in and saving Rhea from further damage, getting her out of dodge here. That is going to do it for this episode, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Asuka is coming for Rhea Ripley. We'll see you next time.